Hi, Joe Cerrone. Welcome to CAD 117, Intermediate AutoCAD, with our Zoom meeting. Getting started. To get started with this course, you'll need to use D2L. D2L is our course management system. You can see it right here. And this is where all the content for the course is organized. We have this main splash page on how to get started, how to use D2L. Here's our syllabus. Here's our outline of topics, how to install the software. And if you have difficulty installing the software, or if you have an older computer, I highly recommend using the VPN, because with the VPN, you can link to a computer on campus at Oakton and then run any of the softwares that we have over there. And here's a video on how to get started. So as we look at how the course is laid out, Al and I will have them color-coded with things in blue that are writing and reading assignments, things in purple that are videos, and then green will be our drawing assignments. Our first assignment will be to draw these parts. We have 2 mechanical parts and 1 architectural drawing. And as we look at how these drawings are set, we have them linked right here. Here's our drawing file. That's our mechanical file. And then if we come back here, this is our architectural file. And here's our second mechanical file. Since this is an intermediate course, we have already taken or have some basic AutoCAD skills already. And so our first module is really just kind of a review, getting started. Let's see how we can do with a basic mechanical plate. We'll have you draw this plate in model space. Make sure that you use the proper layers in line types. And so if I click on this and then I do a quick properties, I can see that this is on the object line layer. And then if I go through and I check some of the other geometry here, this is on the dimension layer. And so use the proper dimensioning and centerline layers and text layers to draw and annotate, because it's important to get more organized as we get into the intermediate course. The first course, we have a lot of people that kind of go through some basic things. And then as we get into the second course, we want to get you kind of prepared more for the actual work in the field. And so as we go through and we work on these different plates, you should have the viewports set and you should have them locked in at a scale. This one will fit full size, so we've got it set full size. If we go back to the main splash page here, we'll record our lectures. And so here's the lecture for the first module. Module 2 looks like we'll have to turn off some of them, but we'll leave this on. Module 2 is mechanical. It's a multi-view drawing, and we'll go through creating top, front, and right side views. And then with this course, we'll actually combine it with the 3D modeling part of the AutoCAD book. So let's go into our content area and talk about that. So here's our sequence of topics. If we select that, today's the 17th, and this has been recently updated. I had to do some revisions. And like I was saying before, areas in blue are reading assignments. And so we're going to start off going through just the basic chapter 1 in our technical drawing 101 book. And then as we look at the 3D, as we look at the AutoCAD comprehensive, it's basically broken into 2 parts, a basic and an advanced. And so we'll be going through the advanced section. And in the advanced section, we'll go through next week and go through creating primitives, 3-dimensional shapes, and then we'll go through being able to create 2-dimensional views and 3-dimensional views from those 2-dimensional views. And so we'll kind of build through these different techniques. I like the way the textbook goes through and defines standards for mechanical drawings. And so when we go through these chapters, like chapter 5 of the Tech Drawing 101 book, it'll go through and show you how to define standards by ASME, which is the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. And they put forth drafting standards that companies will use. And so they'll put together how to set up your dimension styles to properly dimension them per their standards. And then we'll continue to work with three-dimensional models and modeling. We'll have a break in mid-March, and then we'll continue on doing more of the dimensioning for architectural drawings. So the course has both architectural and mechanical, and then we'll take our midterm halfway through. That'll be early April. And then we'll continue working on these different mechanical and architectural drawing projects. We'll have one 3D printing project, which is pretty cool. We'll be able to go through and set those things up, and then we'll be able to print them on one of our Bosch Dremel three-dimensional printers like you see here. Final exam will be May 10th, and then all work will be due on the 17th. The syllabus is here as well under table of contents. Al and I will be going through this course with you. It's the second course, covers kind of more of your intermediate and advanced skills in AutoCAD. And so as we look at things like external references, three-dimensional drawing, dynamic viewing, user coordinate systems, extrusions, wireframe modeling, and surface modeling, we'll have some fun with it, but we'll also make sure that we tie in vocational skills. And so we want you to be able to have the right skills to go in as a drafter. And our objectives are to be able to go through and use the computer assisted drafting system. AutoCAD does a very good job at two-dimensional and some three-dimensional work. It's the most popular CAD software. But as you get into more of the modeling things, there's heavier duty modeling software, because this is a program that was developed in the 80s. And so we'll go through and we'll teach you those techniques. Academic integrity, do your own work, or you suffer the consequences, or you could suffer the consequences. You don't want to go in front of these people. So do your own work. It's better to take the bad grade than it is to go through something like that. Outline of topics we covered. Essentially, we'll be holding a Zoom meeting every week, and then we'll have these labs per class. And then each week we'll release a new module. We'll be using these two textbooks. And our grading scale is set like this. It's mostly drawing labs, and it's a straight 90, 80, 70 grading scale. If you have any special needs or any documented learning or psychological disabilities, you can contact us if you need any help or assistance. We like to feel that Oakton is a place that is very supportive of students with special needs. And there's a lot of good counselors out there. You know, bad things happen all the time. And so sometimes people just need to find the right resources to get out of that. So that's our syllabus. Content is set, where each week we'll go through and we'll release a module. And so here's our module 1. And then as we look at these different modules, we'll be releasing module 2 next week. Okay, that's the basic rundown on the intermediate AutoCAD for our weekly Zoom meeting. I'll post this recording. And if you have any questions, you can just instant message us and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, have a good day.